The latest from there this morning, Linda Kushekulu out and about in Alexandra for us. Linda, a very good morning to you. So I suppose the community wanted him in Mashaba. He took his time getting there. He finally gets there and then isn't given a chance to actually speak to the crowd. So the question is, what now?
Well, we are about to get exactly that, Yuveka. We are going to speak. In fact, right now I'm with Bobby Solomons, who is the speaker of the organizing committee of the Alexandra shutdown. But of course, the question is, you finally got the audience with the mayor, whom you've called for quite some time. And in fact, I understand that you guys, as the organizing committee, wanted to hear him out as to what he had to say. But what went wrong then?
Look, as you all know, yesterday the mayor came through and we handed him the memorandum because that was our intention, you know. And then in terms of engaging on the ITP, there was a disruption, you know. I think the community was now very angry, you know. And even with the meeting being called in to Marlborough, you know, residents wanted the mayor to experience himself the things, their lived experiences on a daily basis, you know, for him to see the dirty streets, for him to smell the open sewers on the roads and all those things, you know.
So in terms of the fact that the mayor claims, and in fact the DA held a press conference on Sunday saying that there are people that are purposefully hijacking these, these protests and making them for political gain to go to be prolonged and to be disruptive. But yesterday you tried to calm your members down, and in fact it seemed that the crowd didn't want to listen. There is a claim that there is another hand here trying to, disrupt this, and that the fingers have been pointed towards the ANC. But do you believe, in fact, that there were members there that were not, necessarily for the plight that you are for, but there to disrupt this particular meeting?
Look, in terms of the disruption, mainly what I heard is that the community was like no longer wanted to listen to the man, that he brought them to Marlborough and not in Alexandra. They wanted him to come to Alex and experience the issues for himself, you know.
But surely you can't rule out the fact that trying to speak to your members and them not listening to you guys as the organizing committee, there is something seemingly amiss there.
Look, I won't say there is something. I don't know, you know. But what I know is that as the committee, we basically the whole process came from it was a community initiative. So if there are members of political organization or not, well, we can't really chase people away because they're also residents of Alex, you know. So they wanted to be part of all the initiative of the shutdown. So I can't really answer on that, honestly. Yeah.
Mr. Opportunity, it seems now you have the audience of the mayor to engage with all of these issues that you have raised, and in fact he has said that these are issues that he knows that are real issues in Alexandra. But what happens now in terms of
We've given him a memorandum, and then we hope that he'll respond within the stipulated, I think, time that you need to respond to in terms of memorandum.
And will you be giving him a chance to speak in that regard and lobbying the people?
We want him to respond. We want him to commit to the fact that he'll deal with those issues. You know, cleaning up of the streets, the street lights, putting up street lights which are no longer working. All those other issues, the day-to-day service delivery issues, those are key issues. We understand that our memo contains long-term and short-term issues, but there are issues that he can deal with, and those are the issues that we want to be dealt with immediately.
And when just very quickly, when do you want this response now from the mayor to come and address the residents on what he will do on the memorandum?
I'm not sure I think the stipulated time for a memorandum is 14 days or so, because the last memo we gave him, we handed in, we also had 14 days. So we will see how he responds to that. But he knows that, these are now emergency issues, so he needs to respond as quickly as possible.
Well, hopefully the community listens to him then when that stipulated time actually comes true. But that is one of the organizing committee members, in fact, saying that they tried indeed to get their members to listen to the mayor, but it seemed that things got out of hand. They are saying they're not ruling out the fact that there might be people, but there are residents here of Alexandra, and they cannot chase anyone away from Alexandra. And that is exactly what they are saying. They're saying they are expecting the mayor to respond to that memorandum they have been able to give him within the stipulated time. I understand 14 days, but that is when they will be lobbying some of some of the residents, in fact, to actually listen to the mayor as to what is the response from what they have written to him.
And just for some clarity, Lindo, does it mean now that these protests stop for a while, or what happens in the next 14 days on the ground there in Alex?
Well, that's a very good question. Do protests stop? Because you've handed over the memorandum right now?
Look, we've always said we are currently still engaged in action, but as you know, our action is mainly peaceful. And then I cannot give out what we'll do next, because it will be giving away our strategy, but we are still engaged in shutdown.
All right, it seems that they have a strategy there, but they're not going to share with us, but they're saying they're still engaged in shutdown, in a shutdown. As far as what that entails, it is something we'll need to just keep a close eye on it.
Thanks very much, Linda Kushekulu, just trying to get the way forward, the road ahead there for Alexandra now that they've handed their memorandum over to Mayor Herman Mashaba. We'll have to wait and see if those protests have stopped for now or if they continue.